Hello everyone and welcome to Tournament 28 of Irish Warrior. Last time we had 12 Stage 1 clears and 8 Stage 2 clears, continuing the success in the early stages from Tournament 26. But Stage 3 was really tough as we saw the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger made tougher and we saw 5 Cliffhanger fails, nobody getting by. The question is, can anybody get by it, maybe make it to the final today? We're about to find out. The first stage has had a few changes from last time, all in all pretty similar to the last two tournaments though. All beginning with a new first obstacle. Crazy Hill Run is gone. It is now the momentum rings to start off. 6 rings that get smaller as you go. You kind of got to use the angles, keep your speed up to make all those jumps in the big dismount. Then the traffic cones back at obstacle 2. It's a tricky obstacle. You got to keep your precision as well as your speed lined up well. And then the magic wands, those 6 poles, they get steeper as you go. Make your way across those, and you're on to the block party. This obstacle debuted last time, however, had those rotating blocks as the even numbered ones, 2, 4, 6. Behind the scenes, there's a lot of lag on those, so the obstacle's been changed. They now slide. So similar concept. You got to time your jump onto those even numbered blocks, but it's still a little bit easier. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. And then the pipe vault, gotta land the pole, punch it forward to land the second pole, and then the rail canyon, that difficult mount into it, and the 6 rails that you jump your way up and then down. And then it's the double escape wall at the end. Got to use those mongooses. Make that left turn to get to the second wall that's slightly taller, and then run your way over to the buzzer. And a reduced time, only 85 seconds on the clock, but if you get to the end and hit the buzzer within the 85 seconds, you're on to stage 2, and we will begin with Jugador. 3384193. Oh, I almost got the full gamer tag in before he hit the water. Yeah, he didn't have enough momentum on the momentum rings and missed the second ring. All right, Rai G1BR. Okay, taking his time here on this new first obstacle, the momentum rings. He's using those upslopes. That's probably the best way to do it if you are going to take your time, and he's made it to the 4th. Going for the 5th. Oh, overshoots it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Probably should have aimed a little bit further to the left, and I think Rai would have made it. But 2 up, 2 down on this new first obstacle, momentum rings, and we're on to Boots and Cats 775. He's getting himself all lined up. A bit of a false start there. Time does not start until he crosses the line. Oh, he did, and he walks off the starting line. That might be the worst run we've ever seen. I mean, what? We've had over 1,100 runs now, and that may be the number 1. All right, Savage hoping to redeem us. Oh, no. Comes up well short of that 4th ring. Yeah, not good. All right, Ranger Dukes is number 5. And looks like he's keeping his momentum up. That's why it's called the momentum rings. Using those upslopes nicely to the 6th and the dismount. All right, Ranger Dukes is the first one through that, and on to the traffic cones. Oh my goodness, he completely misses the first cone. Just not really lined up straight, and seemed like he also just had too much speed. Hard to say, but regardless. Be the Dawn starts our fast forward with a missed jump to the 2nd ring. Following him, we had Infinity Steven, who rinse and repeat, missed the jump to the 2nd ring. Then we had Kilo. What the actual heck is a kilometer? Well, regardless, yeah, that's the American joke. Sorry to the Britlanders watching. Regardless, he failed to jump to the 3rd ring, and then we had Lord Devious, who had some good speed going, but also missed that jump to the 3rd ring. And then Haku 2 was wasting a lot of time, but made his way through the first obstacle and the 2nd, but was down to about 25 seconds starting the Magic Wands. First one to get here today. And was actually moving quickly across the magic wands, picked up the speed, but then missed that jump to the 5th wand of that obstacle. All right, now number 11, Killer Pink Princess wearing green armor. It's very strange, but oh, he had good momentum going, and then actually got too high on that ring, almost ran up the side of it, and comes off. All right, now number 12, Pro Squirrel 691. He is not a pro at getting across the momentum rings. He misses the jump to the 4th one. This obstacle's killing these newcomers, and we're actually already to the last one of this tournament. Butter 2685, making his way right down the middle, keeping his speed up. Oh, can't get to that 6th one though. Another newcomer down at the momentum rings. 13 up, and 11 of them have failed that obstacle. But now our first returning competitor of the day, Mal Paisley-Gate debuted last time. We all know him as Gary, and he's kind of using the right technique here, kind of, shifting back and forth, but keeping your speed up, and that was really well done by Gary. It's a personal best already as he failed the crazy hill run last time. Oh, no! I thought Gary was going to beat the cones as well, but he just barely came up short of that third cone. That's unfortunate. But now it is Demigods at number 15. He came back in the last tournament and unfortunately did fail the crazy hill run like Gary, so that's an improvement from last time. The Halo Infinite has not treated Deej very well. We'll see how he goes today, though, as he's onto these cones. Oh, almost overshot that second one, but he is good. And now, Deej onto the wands. Gonna stop on that second one. Stop on the third. You can take these one at a time, but this time is a little tight. It dwindles away fast, but Deej is the first. Oh, man, he almost came up short of that dismount, but he is the first onto the block party, the modified version. He's jumping left for the second one. Didn't have enough speed. The difficulty of it, unfortunately, with the timing, you do have to potentially angle your jump, which makes those jumps a little bit tougher. Again, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out as the tournament goes on, but Deej is the first victim of this new version of that obstacle, and we're on to the first member of the Perfect Attendance Club, Bubba Ace. Unfortunately, another first obstacle fail last time, but Bubba, oh man, that was close, but he makes that dismount with a bit of a slide, bit of a close call, but he is across, and now onto the cones. The first, second, third, Bubba is through. On to the wands. This is the one that took him out in tournament 26. He's going to stop on that third one. This is the Snaz technique, it looks like. Snaz used that technique the last couple tournaments, and it's worked out for Bubba as well. It's an interesting one, but it works out. And now on to the block party. Just saw Deej fail this, and he gets good timing there to get to the third. And now the fourth to the fifth. He's there. Now this last one is really tough. Got to time it right. Bubba has, he's onto the pole, got to jump up, and he is there. 33 seconds, he's got to go a little bit, but he's onto the pipe vault. Bubba Ace with a bit of a slide as he lands it, falling forward, going for the second pole. Yes! Oh, he slides and jumps, and he comes off. Oh, no. Bubba looked like he was a little bit unsure of himself, and made it onto the pole with a slide, tried to save jump it. I think if he would have just stayed in position, he probably could have hung on. But still a very solid run from Bubba, but he is out on the pipe vault as we move on to Mighty Max 80. Another crazy hill run fail from the last tournament. I'm sure these guys are happy to see the crazy hill run gone, and there's another competitor getting past the first obstacle that didn't last time. So a good little start here for our returning competitors. Almost overshot that second cone, but Mighty Max is through that. And now on to the Magic Wands. Mighty really hoping to find some form here. He's also going to stop on that third wand. This is interesting. This is becoming a trend. But he is through the wands. Oh, he's using the reset switch. Not necessary on the block party, but he's going quickly across. You can do this on some of the earlier blocks. You can try and full send it, make up some time, and he's doing that. Going quickly for the sixth. Going for the dismount. That was super dangerous. It was not centered. He's struggling with that jump up, but he is there now. And now 37 seconds for the pipe vault. A quick punch. Mighty Max gets the pole, save jump, he is okay. That was almost an instant replay of Bubba, but he's onto the Rail Canyon. Mighty Max with save jump, the pole. Oh no, he's not happy with it. He's going to go back. He's going to try to full send it into it. He overshoots now. Oh my goodness. Just a complete disaster from Mighty Max. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He obviously didn't have enough speed on the first attempt at it, and apparently wanted to get the full jump in. You can stick the pole and make that jump. It is tough, but it is doable. So Mighty Max appears to just have been a bit of a tactical error there. A tough break for him. His best run in a while, but he will not be moving on to Stage 2 today. And I've now talked over this amazing ball intro with Chumpy on the ball for Foamy Boy. I think Chumpy brought that over from either Stage 2 or Stage 3 and was having some fun with that. So Foamy back on the course. Always a pleasure to see him. His 22nd consecutive tournament that he has been here on the course. And he is through the first obstacle. Took his time a little bit, but he is across and now onto these cones. Foamy to the third, and he gets past that, the obstacle that took him out last time. It's actually his best run since tournament 23. Oh no, he comes off early on the Magic Wands. Got to keep that speed up the whole way through, and he could not get to the second wand. But now we have Shadowrun 132. He took a big step back in the last tournament following his return in Tournament 26. He got to the Rail Canyon, did really well. Unfortunately, overshot that third traffic cone last time. And through the first obstacle, this is the obstacle here he wants his revenge on. Shadowrun is through. And on to the magic wands. Kind of using a little bit of a back and forth, using that wall a little bit. Perfectly viable technique, and he is across 55 going into the blocks. And oh, he's got good timing there on that first one. Going for the fourth block, and oh, a slide on that fifth one, going right for the sixth, and he is across, jumps up. All right, he's got 43 seconds. Going for the pipe vault. Quick punch. Shadowrun is falling slow. Gets the second pole, save jumps it just to be sure. He's now into the Rail Canyon. This took him out 2 tournaments ago. Shadowrun gets in. He's going quickly for the second and the third. He's going quickly across. He's got good speed here. Oh, he almost came up short of that fifth. Using a bit of angles, but he is across and 20 seconds left. Oh, that's illegal! He landed the top without the mongoose. He's got to go back down and do it correctly. Okay, he's done it there. That's fine. All right, he's got 10 seconds now for this second wall. Shadowrun is up. Shadowrun will be our first finisher of the day, and that is a very pleasant surprise. A competitor that has had potential really since he's debuted has finally pulled it all together here on his 6th appearance. A bit of a close call there at a few different occasions. That double escape wall was especially scary, but he pulls it off. Well done to Shadowrun. We'll be seeing him on stage 2. And now, at number 20, Hi, I'm Galactic, who debuted 2 tournaments ago, failed the traffic cones, and missed the last tournament, but is back today. Hard to believe we have a clear already, and we still have 31 runs to go. So that's exciting. Hopefully we'll see some competitors join Shadow in abundance. But Galactic is taking his sweet time here on these momentum rings. Oh my goodness! And then he full-sended that dismount. That was a little bold, but he went for that, and then completely shanked the jump to the first cone, had no speed, and jumped super early, and that is unfortunate for Galactic. 2 times he's been on the course, he's failed the traffic cones twice. But now we have Patty Freakin' at number 21. A bit of an early number here for Patty, but he's had 2 third obstacle fails the last 2 times he's been here, following an incredible start to his career on this course on Halo Infinite, getting to stage 3 in Tournament 24, but since then it's just not really gone his way. Oh my, he almost came up short of that third cone. It could have gotten even worse for Patty, but he gets through the cones and onto the obstacle that took him out last time, the magic wands. Keeping it together. Good speed control there, and he's across. Onto the block party for Patty Freakin'. First time taking on this obstacle. And he's going quickly across. Gonna take a second to set up, get that 6th block, and get the pole. He's got 40 seconds for the pipe vault. Lands it. Oh, he's too far forward. That punch did not go. It's not working for him. He's got to back up to get the punch to really force the pull forward. Going for the second one now. He gets a save jump and lands it. He burns some time there, but he's got 25. Going for the Rail Canyon. Cuts his speed, and he comes up short. Patty Freakin', a bit of a bad mount onto the pole. He kind of late jumped it. To cut his sprint out, you really need to have enough momentum to land into the Rail Canyon itself, and that's a tough break for Patty Freakin'. Another stage 1 fail for him. But we now have Elite MKB at number 22. He finally beat the first obstacle for his first time in the last tournament, went down on the new block party, and there's another first obstacle clear for him on the momentum rings, and now on to the traffic cones. Elite has been putting in a lot of practice for these courses. He's really kind of gotten back into it with Infinite's ability to play on PC, which has been awesome to see. He's really kind of established himself as a returning member to the community. Almost overshot that 5th magic wand, but Elite is through that and onto the obstacle that took him out last time, the blocks. He is going fast as well. He's going to stop that 5th one. That seems to be a common technique, to full send to the 5th block, take your time, set up the 6th. It's worked out for Elite, and he's got 41. Landing the pipe vault, taking his time, going for the second pole with a huge jump. Nicely done for Elite. And now onto the Rail Canyon. Elite is in. All right, he's got to make his way through these tricky jumps. You got to be very precise, and he's going side to side, really taking his time. He's still got it. Save jumps there. He's got 20 seconds. Elite now going to go a little bit more to the middle and make the dismount. 16 seconds, not the most time. Oh, he's missed the first attempt. He doesn't back up. Oh no, the clock is going to be ticking here, Elite. He's up now. 7 seconds. He's got 1, maybe 2 attempts at this. Elite is up. Elite gonna run to the buzzer, and Elite MKB is through. After 2 first obstacle fails in his first 2 appearances, a solid run last time, but Elite has finally cleared stage 1 on his 4th appearance, and that is a very pleasant surprise. 1.26 seconds. I'm happy he didn't listen to me there. He really needed to get up the escape wall, the second one on that first attempt, and thankfully he did. And he is on to stage 2. Well done to him, and we're on to Wally Waspers at number 23, a bit of a sporadic competitor. He's been in tournaments 8, 12, and 25, and this is the obstacle that took him out in tournament 25 when it debuted at obstacle 4. It's now here at obstacle 2. Wally gets revenge on the traffic cones. A very strange route to mount the magic ones there. Really made it harder than it needed to be, but regardless, Wally's kept his speed up. He's going to stop that 6th one, set up for the dismount, and get across. He's also going to use that reset switch on the blocks. Not necessary, but again, some people like to do that. He didn't have a ton of speed going for that second block. That could have been bad, but he's now figured it out, picked up the speed, going quickly for the 6th, then runs off. Just moved away from him there. He went for a risky technique. Again, that last couple of jumps are really tough if you don't time it right, and unfortunately, Wally paid the price for going for a risk there. Now, though, we have Spenny, 37, obviously better known as Killer Demand. He's been on a bit of an unfortunate run since his clear in Tournament 21. Broke through, and I thought it might be a sign of better things. He did get to the last obstacle in a solid run in Tournament 23, but the last few tournaments have not gone his way, failing the block party last time. But spinning onto the wands that took him out 2 tournaments ago. He's going across nice. Oh, he almost overshot that 5th one, but he's across now and on to the block party. He does not like this obstacle because of quote-unquote moving stuff, except for it's not stuff. Yeah, regardless. Oh, no! He went for the risk as well. We just saw Wally screw that up, trying to go for the far edge of that moving 6th block, and unfortunately, Killer couldn't even land onto it. 2 tournaments in a row, it's the block party that takes him out, and he will continue to hate the moving stuff, I am sure. But regardless, we have Wild Sasuke, better known as Game Show, at number 25. 9th appearance. He also failed the block party last time. Oh my goodness! In the traffic cones, which took him out 2 tournaments ago, he runs right off of that first cone. That is unfortunate. Game Show out earlier than I would have expected, and I think he would have, but hopefully he'll bounce back next time. As we're on to Drago is back, number 26. We're halfway through stage 1. Drago hoping to keep the momentum rolling. 2 early clears here so far. Hoping to be the 3rd is Drago. Debuted in Tournament 25. He's had a bit of an unfortunate run so far. Hoping to get that first clear here today. Through the cones that took him out in his debut in Tournament 25. Now into these magic ones that took him out in Tournament 26. This is a tough scene for Drago. The 3 obstacles he's failed are back to back to back on this stage 1. He's now into the obstacle he failed last time, the block party. But he's quickly to the 5th, going to take a chance for that 6th one and get off of it. And Drago moving with some speed, going now into the pipe vault. He lands it, going to be on the very back. He's setting up for it, getting the punch. Drago jumps and comes up short. Oh, he didn't die. The death barrier appears to have not worked. That's interesting. But regardless, he did touch the blue, which is out of bounds, and that is unfortunate for Drago. And man, he better hope that I make a change here from obstacles 2 to 4 in the next tournament, because otherwise he might have 4 obstacles in a row that he's failed before in the next tournament if stage 1 stays the exact same. That's a tough scene for him. Regardless, we're on to number 27. Could be better. Phil had a couple close calls there on the momentum rings, but he gets through that. We've not seen Phil since tournament 24, so he's missed the last 3 tournaments, but Phil on to the magic wands now for his first time. First 2 obstacles were no real issues for him. Despite him not attempting those before. And now the wands, he's through that, onto the block party. Phil going quick here on the early part of this obstacle. And he's going to go right for the 6th. Oh, he times it great. Well done to him. And he is on to the pipe vault. Phil, oh, he whiffs a punch there, going on its 2nd try. Going for the second pole. He gets it and gets quickly off. Now for the Rail Canyon. Phil overshoots. Oh, no. Just what we saw Mighty Max do on his second try. It's tough to get that right. It's a tricky jump. And unfortunately, Phil is another victim of that mount into the Rail Canyon. But we now have Gotenks at number 28, making his 24th appearance. Another block party victim in the last tournament. It was tough, like I said. Those spinning blocks caused a lot of problems. 7 people failed it last time. Gotenks hoping to get some revenge there today as he's going across the cones and through it again. He stays perfect on that obstacle. Now for the magic ones, though, he failed this in tournament 26. Seemed to be a common trend in the last couple of tournaments. People failing the magic ones in 26, then failing the blocks in tournament 27 for whatever reason. Oh, Gotenks, no! He just runs off that second block, just didn't get a jump off. And Gotenks out on the block party 2 tournaments in a row. And this takes us to number 29, Halo Fan. 11th appearance already for Halo Fan. Where's the time gone? Regardless, Halo Fan made quite the splash in the first Halo Infinite tournament, becoming the first clear on this game. But since then, he's had decent runs, getting about halfway through stage 1, but has just not been able to put it all together. Had a block party fail as well in the last tournament, but he's going across these wands. So far, he's speeding his way through, trying to keep that pace up. And now on to the obstacle that took him out last time. Taking his time here on the first block. That's fine. Now going for the 4th and the 5th. Taking his time to go for the 6th and the dismount. 40 seconds for the pipe vault. Halo Fan lands it. Gonna punch it. Going really slow for him. Oh my goodness, he doesn't even get a jump off. He was waiting his sweet time, and by the time he was going to try and jump, it was just far too late to even get a jump. That is a tough break. Timing is really paramount there, and Halo Fan learned that the hard way. But we now have at number 30, it is K-Fly. He changed his gamer tag since last tournament. I believe it was like K-Fly 2K. He added an extra Y at the end for whatever reason. Seems like a waste of a gamer tag change, but again, what do I know? K-Fly, though, through the first obstacle of Momentum Rings. Our returning competitors really doing well there. And, oh my goodness, almost overshot that last cone. But he is through that onto the magic wands. Oh no, it's a mount fail for K-Fly. He had a good tournament last time. He failed the dismount of the pipe vault. A bunch of people joining him. But unfortunately, the magic wands got him 2 tournaments ago. It's gotten him again here in tournament 28. And this takes us to Spartan Walnut 71 at number 31. Walnut, another pipe vault victim in the last tournament. He's very consistent at getting about halfway through stage 1 and then coming undone, unfortunately. But Walnut put in a fair amount of practice for this tournament, feeling okay about things. We'll see how it goes here as he's going across these cones and through that. And onto the wands. So far, so good. And across. Onto the block party. He beat this last time. See how this easier version treats him as he's quickly onto the 5th without stopping and gets a weird jump off there. Kind of ran across that 6th block, but he is okay. And onto the pipe vault. Gets a punch. Going for the second one. Oh, he almost was there, but unfortunately, back-to-back tournaments, it's the pipe vault that takes out Spartan Walnut. Man, that was close. Just needed a little bit more height and distance. Just hard to say where he really went wrong, but just fine margins and that obstacle can take you out. As we're on to number 32, it's Snaz. He knows what that's like. He's failed the pipe vault 2 tournaments in a row, hoping to finally get by it here today. Snaz has put in a ton of practice, hoping to let it pay off here, as he is on to the cones. This goes for the 2nd. The 3rd, he overshoots it! Snaz out on the traffic cones. That is truly unfortunate. Oh man, Snaz will continue to have to wait for that first stage 1 clear. Just tough breaks. It seems like it happens a lot for Snaz anymore on this course. So he has the capability to do it, and he just can't pull it off. Let's hope next time will be the one for him as we're on to number 33, Jun Sato Cyan. Similar to Elite MKB, he failed the first obstacle in his first 2 appearances, tournament 25 and 26. Last time had a great run, got all the way to the Rail Canyon, surprised a lot of people. He's through the first 2 obstacles here today, so this is already his second best performance. But yeah, got to the Rail Canyon last time, really looked promising. And now it's here today, hoping to join Elite as a clear on his 4th appearance. He's going here for the block party, taking his time here a little bit. He's on that 4th block to the 5th. Taking his time with each one of these, that is fine, but you do need to keep the pace up a little bit. Jun Sato Cyan onto the pipe vault, misses a punch, going for the second pole. Oh my goodness, a punch there. I'm not sure if he thought he was out or what the deal was there, but regardless, he's okay. Rail Canyon, he gets the jump he couldn't last time, now going through the middle at a pretty good pace, keeping it under control. Dismount. Oh, a slide there, but he's okay. 15 seconds for the double escape wall. First wall is no problems for Jun Sato Cyan. Going for the second one. He is up. Sato! Oh my goodness, there's no landmine. I was just about to celebrate that. That's not his fault, so that counts as his finish time when he hits the pole. So, bit of an anticlimax. His first ever clear, Jun Sato Cyan with 6.98 seconds left. A very solid run, even with no landmine at the end. A run worth celebrating. Well done to him. And yeah, he'll be on to stage 2. So we have 3 clears already from 3 people that have not cleared this stage in the past. This is a promising start. Here's somebody who has cleared it, though, but it's been a long while since Tournament 15, the last time we saw Booker Taco on stage 2. Bit of a rough run for him. Last time was a good bounce back, though. Got all the way to the Rail Canyon. And through the first obstacle again today. Oh, my goodness! He got caught. Oh, another save jump. Wow, multiple save jumps on that 3rd cone. He kind of got caught on that 2nd cone. Didn't get a clean jump to the 3rd, and then kind of slid and save jumped it, and somehow keeps his run alive as he's going across the wands and through that. And now the block party for Booker Taco. He's quickly to the 3rd. Oh my! Almost mistimed that jump to the 4th, going quickly for the 6th one, and it was at the far edge, and he just jumped way too far central. Just needed to jump all the way to the right if he was going to go for that, and unfortunately, Booker Taco out on the block party. But this takes us to number 35, Disappoint, who, hard to believe, last tournament had a personal worst by failing the Rail Canyon. He has been super consistent at getting to the end of stage 1, but he only has 2 clears out of 7 to show for it. Hoping to do a little better here today and get that 3rd stage 1 clear. So he's on to the cones. Looking good, and across that. Magic wands. He's keeping it pretty under control. And no problems there. Onto the block party. Gonna jump far left there for that 2nd one, but he's good. Keeping the speed up. As he gets that 5th block with a slide, he's gonna have to wait a cycle here. Oh, he went a little late, but doesn't cost him. And now onto the pipe vault. Beaten us each of the last 2 tournaments. Oh, he's struggling, though. He's too far forward. He's got to back up. He's wasting some time here. Going for the 2nd pole. Save jump. He is there. That took a lot of time, though. 26 seconds. Rail Canyon. He gets kind of a walking jump and then a sprint off of it. Interesting technique, but it works for him. And now he is going through the rails itself. Disappoint through that. 13 seconds left. Up the first wall. Disappoint. Under 10 seconds now. Misses. Oh no, Disappoint. This is all or nothing right here. He's up on the 2nd try. He's got to go. Disappoint. Yes. Oh, it was a little closer than he anticipated, I think. But 0.52 seconds left. Disappoint has pulled through. It's his 3rd first stage clear in his career, and well done to him. Again, just a few moments where it looked like it could have gotten out of hand. That last wall, he needed it, and thankfully he gets through. And it's our first returning Stage 2 competitor in this tournament. We're up to 4 clears, and now we have Double Ump. He missed the last tournament, but in Tournament 26, failed the Rail Canyon first Stage 1 fail on Halo Infinite. So he's been jumping at a very high level on Halo Infinite. We'll see if he can keep it going here in Tournament 28 of Irish Warrior. Oh my goodness! Whoa! Holy cow! That was the craziest cone run. Almost missed the 2nd and the 3rd cones, but he's now onto the magic wands and overshoots the 2nd one and does a crazy front flip off of the 3rd wand. That is a tough break. A personal worst for Double Ump. You hate to see that. Just overshot that second one. Too much send, as he would like to say. But regardless, we now have at number 37. It is Sane the Legend on the momentum rings. Seen no returning competitors fail this obstacle. And through that. All right. Last time we saw Sane was Tournament 22. It's been roughly a year since we saw him. He failed the triple hurdle in that tournament. And through the first two obstacles, no problem. Now on to the magic ones. Just saw Ump fail here. Doesn't want to make a duplication of that. But he's looking good here. Yeah, it was 2 appearances ago. We saw Sane actually clear stage 1, fail the circle twist on stage 2. So, again, only making his 5th appearance. We saw him all the way back in Era 1 in Tournament 4. Sane quickly to that 5th block, now going for the 6th and off of it. Now it is the pipe vault. Oh, he's going to reset it. Everything is already set before the run, but some competitors like to do that, seemingly, just to double check it. Waste some time, and Sane doesn't get a clean jump off of that first pole, trying to get to the second. Maybe jumped a little bit early, and that is unfortunate for Sane. But we now have one of his pals at number 38. It is Hunter Unit 751. Unfortunately, he did go down at the Rail Canyon, just kind of cut his speed in the last tournament, but one of the most consistent competitors when it comes to stage 1 on this course. Let's see if Hunter can get back to stage 2. He hates failing stage 1. I think what he hates even more than that, though, is failing stage 1 in consecutive tournaments. So hungry to get by stage 1 here today as he takes on the new first obstacle, and he's through that. A bit of a late jump there off the platform there to start the cones. Oh my goodness, it almost cost Hunter as he just needed a save jump there. Just didn't get a clean start on those traffic cones. That could have been bad, but Hunter stays in it, and he's going through the ones and through. Now it's the block party. Hunter going quickly here. Again, another competitor. Full send to the 5th block, and now times up the 6th and gets off it. 40 seconds for the pipe vault. Hunter goes for the second one, gets a nice jump. But now this is the one that took him out last time. Hunter gets into it, gets a save jump, almost overshot it. Had a lot of speed going, but that was well done. And now working his way down, kind of looking at a bit of an angle, and gets across. Hunter, double escape wall, first one is good. 13 seconds for the second wall. Oh, he doesn't get up. Still got time. He's up on the second try, and Hunter will run to the buzzer and clear with a usual Hunter unit time. Look at that, a 4.19. That's like really how it used to be. Hunter clearing every stage 1 with about 5 seconds left on this course. So yeah, 4 seconds, that fits in. Well done though to Hunter Unit 751. That's his 19th stage 1 clear on this course. And now it's time for number 39, Petrillo Fam 4. 2 tournaments ago, Petrillo actually got tied for second place by getting all the way to the end of the spike wheels. Had an unfortunate Dairy Queen disqualification is the actual term, but we like to call it DQ, Dairy Queen. Regardless, last tournament, unfortunately took a step back, failed the ball glider, but it still was another stage 1 clear. So after 3 tournaments in a row of failing stage 1, again, Petrillo has cleared stage 1 in each of the last 3 tournaments, hoping to keep it rolling here. Just keep the momentum going for him as he's now on the wands. And through that, no problems. Petrillo onto the blocks. Going quick. And he's to that 5th. He's going to wait. This is where he did put himself in some time jeopardy. Last tournament, got not the cleanest jump off that last block, but it's good as he's onto the pipe vault. Pedro waits a little bit, but he gets the jump, gets a save jump. He will dismount. 30 seconds. Rail Canyon gets into it. Kind of skidded across that pole a little bit. Could have been a little bit dangerous. But he is okay nonetheless and gets across the Rail Canyon. 17 seconds. Oh no! Misses his first attempt. Up on the second though. And now 10 seconds here for the second wall. Petrillo is up. And Petrillo clears another stage 1. That is 16 for him. And yeah, very solid performance. 6.08. It wasn't the flashiest run, but he gets through. Oh, he wants revenge on that first wall. Oh, he's up in 1 now. If he had done that the first time, he would have had a faster time. Probably would have had the fastest time right now, but regardless, well done to Patrol Fam 4. He's on to stage 2 again, and somebody hoping to join him is Gaming Brando. He has 4 stage 1 clears in a row. Really has been on a roll, but hoping to get by stage 1 today and then figure out that second stage that has eluded him. Oh, a little bit of a weird jump off that second cone, but he gets across nonetheless. And now onto the wands. Brando looking good and across. Block party now. He's going to stop on that third block perfectly fine. He gets the 5th. And now times up that 6th one and gets across. He's at a good pace. Brando on to the pipe vault. Good punch. Very nice jump. A lot of momentum. Landed on the far edge of the pole. Well done. Going right into the rail canyon with a save jump. He is good. And now working his way across the middle. He's a little bit out of control, but he gets across. And now 19 seconds for the double escape wall up the first one. Brando lining up on the far edge. He's up the second one. Won't quite get the klaxon, but he will get his 5th clear in a row. Gaming Brando. Oh, he tried to do the fireball thing from last tournament, and he failed at doing that. So tough break for him, but regardless, it's another clear for Brando. He takes us up to 7 clears with 10 runs to go. If we clear out from here, we do tie the clear record from tournament 21. That would be exciting. We'll see if that can happen, though. It all starts with this man, number 41, Atlantic Champ. He's been on a hot streak. Last tournament, though, the stage 3 streak of 2 did come to an end as he failed his old nemesis, the Wind Chimes. Wind Chimes did get moved this tournament, so he would face it a little earlier on, but first things first, it's this first stage. Atlantic going across the cones and through that. No problems with the first 2 obstacles. Magic wands can be tricky. You just got to keep yourself under control. Atlantic has done that nicely onto the block party. He's going quick. So far, so good. He's to the 5th. He's going to wait a second here. Going to time it up. Oh, he jumps a little late. Oh, no. Atlantic. Oh, my goodness. He got a save jump on that moving block. I don't know how he did it. That is so hard to do. But Atlantic keeps the run alive, and he's onto the pipe vault. Atlantic gets that. 30 seconds left for the rail canyon. Atlantic comes up short. He didn't get a clean sprint off the pole. He had that great save on the block party, but it can't turn it into a clear. And that is a tough break. We got to look at this again. Again, you want to jump on the block when it's right on that little plus sign. He jumps late, and he knows it, and he somehow gets a sliding save jump, times it up to then catch it on the other side. That is an incredible save, but unfortunately here on the Rail Canyon Mount, you see he lands it and just doesn't get a sprint going, just kind of late jumps with no speed going whatsoever for him, just can't match the height and the distance necessary to land into the Rail Canyon itself. And Atlantic fails stage 1 today as we're on to number 42, Flamosaurus. We had the extra long pan so we could hear more of his theme song. We missed his single shot that he does for his intro. It's a bit of a tough break, but regardless. Flamosaurus back here, keeping the perfect attendance rolling. Flame did fail the super launch. He's gotten so good at getting far into stage 2, just not being able to turn it into stage 3s though. So Flame, first things first though, back to stage 1 here today as he's going across the cones and through that. Magic wands. Flame looking good. To the 6th and the dismount. Now it's the block party. Just saw Chumpy have that incredible save on it. I'm hoping Flame will be a little bit safer and cleaner through this as he's taking his time here. Going for the 6th. A little bit of a weird landing, but he gets across much smoother than Atlantic did. And now onto the pipe vault. He did this last time. The chute will work. Save jump. Yes, it does. Beautiful technique there from Flame. It pays off. And now for the Rail Canyon. He can't make it either. He kind of got stuck on the pole there, just didn't get a clean jump off with the full sprint, and Flamosaurus out on stage 1 again. Tough break for him. He continues to kind of clear, fail. It's just kind of, it is what it is for Flame. But now we have, at number 43 with his new theme song, The Worker of Meme. He got to stage 3 for his first time in the last tournament. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start his career on the first stage, hoping to keep that running. Momentum rings, no problems there for the Worker of Meme. It's now all obstacles he beat in the last tournament the rest of the way to get to stage 2. Again, a couple of modifications, and obviously execution is what matters. So, see, oh my! Bit of an interesting move there by Meme. He stops in that second cone with a save jump. I don't know if he liked his positioning or what happened there, but it pays off for him. Again, safety first. You don't have to be perfect on the stage to get through, but you do need to be moving quick, and Meme's picking up the pace here. He's going right for that 6th one at an angle, a little dangerous, but he gets across and on to the pipe vault. Oh, big slide. He almost slid all the way off the thing. Now going forward, the second one, he gets it and gets across. All right, Rail Canyon has taken out our last 2 competitors. Meme gets into it, though, and now working his way through the middle. He's down to the 5th, the 6th, dismounts, he gets across. Onto the double escape wall, up the first 1 and 1. Worker of Meme going for the second one. Oh, a bit of a late entry there, but he still gets in and he still gets the clear with 9.09 seconds left on the clock. Oh no, he lost to Gaming Brando by 3/100ths of a second for the fastest time right now. That's a tough scene for the Worker of Meme, but regardless, it is a stage 1 clear, and that's 4 in a row for him. And well done to him. And now we have somebody on his current streak. He has 4 stage 1 clears in a row. It is RPG445. Rog with another solid tournament last time. Did get to stage 3 for the 3rd time in a row. Stage 3 did not go according to plan, but he's hoping to get by this stage 1, stage 2, and then maybe make a little bit of a better effort there today. Momentum rings, no problems there for Rog, and now he's on to the cones. Beautiful, no problems there. Magic wands now. Keeping good control, going right across the middle of those poles. Oh, he lands the far right side of that last one. Save jumps up to the top, that's fine. Rog is through. On to the blocks. Going quickly here. It's to the 5th. Going to take his time, set up, go for the 6th, and dismount. 41 seconds for the pipe vault. Rog, good punch. Good jump, good distance, good speed. He's across. Now for the Rail Canyon. Oh, a bit of a weird jump off the pole, but he's okay. He gets into it, and now he's going through the middle. He's down to the 6th, dismount, yep, he's across. 18 seconds for the double escape wall. First one's no problems. Now gonna make that left-hand turn, go up to the second wall. He is up, and Rog, he will get the fastest time right now at 9.39 seconds left. It's another clear for Rog. He's up to 14. He broke past the 50-50 barrier last time, and he will continue to give himself some wiggle room from that. Well done to him. And now it's Eternal Flame at number 45. Eternal with another stage 3 in the last tournament. Eternal's really found their footing on this course, and really jumping in general. Eternal's turned into really a top jumper. We'll see if Eternal can keep the momentum rolling here. Unfortunately, failed to dismount at the swap liner last time. Was truly a tough break, but it happens. It's a tough jump, and 2 tournaments ago, Eternal did actually beat the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger, so hoping to keep that sort of form going here in Tournament 28. First 2 obstacles, no problems there for Eternal. Going now across these wands, kind of getting quick jumps off these wands. It works out. And now it's the blocks. Eternal, moving quick. Oh my, going full send all the way across. He times it really well. Nicely done there for Eternal. 41 seconds now for the pipe vault. Eternal gets it and gets across. Moving well is Eternal Flame. Going for the Rail Canyon, gets right in, going right for the 2nd, the 3rd, 4th, 5th. Oh my! Weird jump off that 5th one. Like almost jumped straight up in the air. Oh, and Eternal is up in a flash on that first one into the passenger seat, going for the second one. Oh, can't get up. Man, that could have been a crazy fast time. He's still up on the second attempt, and Eternal Flame gets absolutely launched backwards off of the landmine, but resets the fastest time at 11.96 seconds left. Again, the fastest time doesn't really matter. It doesn't get you anything extra special other than, pride, bragging rights or whatever, but still cool to see a run that clean and efficient. And well done there by Eternal Flame, 11.96 seconds left. And now we are on to number 46. It is Tricky Cyrus. After just an incredible losing streak, just in general across his career, he finally showed us what he's capable of and what we've seen on other courses by getting to stage 3 last time, finishing second place on the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. So we'll see if Cyrus can follow it up. A lot more pressure than he's ever had on this course in this tournament. Again, we've had expectations for him to do well, but now we've actually seen it. So now he knows he can get to stage 3. Now can he follow it up and maybe do even better today? First 3 obstacles, no problems. Cyrus now going across the blocks. Full steam ahead, going, oh my! He went for the far edge of that 6th one. That was dangerous. Barely got on it, barely got off of it. That was close, but he is okay. Onto the pipe vault. Cyrus, nice landing on it with the save jump, and he's across. Cyrus lands in the rail canyon. Working his way along. Dismounts, and he's across. 20 seconds left. He's up that first wall, no problems. Cyrus gonna line up here, taking the time a little bit. Oh my, why would he? Okay, he did a 360, trying to be a bit of a showboat there. Not really sure why you do that. I mean, I don't know. He still pulled it off. Whatever, that's his decision. I highly advise not doing that. I feel like a lot more can go wrong than go right by doing that. But nevertheless, Cyrus clears, and we're on to Smoky Massacre at number 47. Smokey had a good bounce back in the last tournament following that shocking stage 1 fail in tournament 26. He got back to the cliffhanger last time. Failed that first corner wrap on the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. Hard to believe Smokey actually did the worst out of anyone on the cliffhanger last time, but it still was a good tournament. Top 5 finish. Smokey now, though, on tournament 28. First 2 obstacles, no problems for him, as he is on to the wands. To the 5th, the 6th, and across. Smokey onto the block party, keeping his perfect attendance rolling. We'll see how long he can keep it going. He is due to get deployed here soon. So again, best of luck to Smokey, but we'll see. Smokey hoping to keep this perfect attendance rolling as long as he can, but it may come to an end here at some point. But regardless, Smokey onto the pipe vault. This took him out 2 tournaments ago. He lands the second pole and gets across. And now it is the rail canyon. He gets the pole jump into it. Going right down the middle. He comes up short of the 3rd rail. Smoky Massacre. Oh no, he had a chance to actually get to 20 stage 1 clears this tournament. He could have tied Weapon Matt for the most. Weapon Matt missed this tournament, so a golden opportunity to get that little record. But Smokey, unfortunately, he got a quick jump off that 2nd rail and just couldn't get enough momentum to get onto the 3rd. Just kind of jumped straight up in the air, didn't have enough forward progress to land that 3rd one. And that's a tough break for Smokey, failing the inside of the rail canyon. But it can happen to anyone. And now it is Fireball ZXZ at number 48. He has a bit of a cliffhanger problem going on. He's failed it in each of the last 3 tournaments, but he has been so good. He's on the longest ever streak of stage 3s in a row. He's on 9 in a row, hoping to make it that beautiful 10 in a row stage 3. Fireball, first things first, though, it's stage 1. And he's on to the wands. Looking good. He's trying to stay in a bit of a straight line here and gets off. Now it's the blocks. It's going to go far right there for the 3rd block, or 2nd block, excuse me. Probably should know my numbers by now, but regardless. Oh man, a bit of an awkward landing and a running jump off of that 6th one, but he's okay. He's onto the pipe vault. Fireball. Jumps a little late, but he lands the 2nd pole, no problem, and he's onto the rail canyon. He's going to take a bit of a sideways run up into it. It works out for him. Fireball now going quickly, trying to not make the same mistake as Smokey just made. He will not, and he's got 21 seconds for the double escape wall. Up the first one. Fireball with the left turn, going to the second wall. He is up that. And Fireball will clear stage 1 again. He's up to 19 stage 1 clears in a row, and he's pulled it off again with the little jump off the side of the rock. Oh, he's onto the wind chimes. That's the first obstacle, stage 2. He started his stage 2 run, quote unquote. And he's to the 4th, and he's across. All right, we won't let him have any more fun, or at least in the video. Sure. Regardless, Fireball moving on. He's made it 12 clears on stage 1, and we still have 2 runs to go. So we're level with last tournament. And this man needs a little introduction following his last few tournaments. Free MO Direct at number 49. Of course, got to the final stage in tournament 25. And then the last 2 tournaments, he's gotten stage 3 as well. 4 stage 3s in a row for free. Hoping to keep it rolling. Momentum rings, no problems for free. As he's taking on the cones. Well done there. Now the wands. Quickly moving here. Free loves to go fast. We've seen it before, and it looks like we're seeing it again here as he's on to the blocks. Can't take this one for granted. Gotta be smart here. As he's on that 5th, he's going to go right for the 6th. He times it great. Well done there. And Free's on to the pipe vault. Lands it. Going for the second one. Gets it. No problems. Going right for that dismount. Free is moving. Lands the jump into the rails. And now going straight across. The 5th, the 6th, dismount. He's across. 25 seconds. Should be plenty of time. He's up the first wall. And now going right into the second wall. He is up. Free MO Direct. A very solid performance. 16.89 seconds left. Well done there. Takes the fastest time. Fireball said it with the last run. I didn't mention it. But yeah, he beat Fireball by 4 seconds there. A really solid run. Really no problems whatsoever in that run. Just well done. And now 1 man left to go. It is number 50. Oh, he's shooting up at that 25. That's his number on the little starting signs for his total victory in Tournament 25. Joey Davis, unfortunately, last time took a step back, failed at the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger, hoping to get back on the horse, quote unquote, and get back to the final stage for a 6th time. Joey gets through the first 2 obstacles. It's hard to believe, like, a cliffhanger fail for Joey. He's so dialed in at this point. A cliffhanger fail almost feels like a bad tournament for Joey. But regardless, it's still a stage 3. He should be proud of it. I mean, he was, but he definitely knew he could have done better last time. So, see, Joey is on to the 3rd block. He's taking his time a little bit here with the block party. A little bit surprising, but again, he's not nearly as fast as he used to be in the grand scheme now that free MO's around. But regardless, he's through the blocks. Now the pipe vault. Can take anyone out. Joey Davis. Ooh, a bit of a weird jump off of the pole, but he is okay. And now going for the rail canyon. He's into it. Going right down the middle. This is the obstacle he absolutely dreaded back in the day of Era 2. But thankfully, Joey is across. And he's up the first escape wall. 1 more wall to go. Joey Davis is up. He will run to the buzzer and clear with 10.94 seconds left in the host of Trials of Achilles. That's why his gamertag's Trials of JD. He will do a variation of the Fireball deal with jumping onto the rock and then the stage 2. Regardless, though, we have 14 stage 1 clears. Free, Fireball, Eternal, Joey, Rog, Cyrus, Brando, Worker Meme, Cyan, Shadowrun, Petrillo, Hunter, Elite, and Disappoint all through. And we saw a lot of balance on that stage 1. But now it's the 2nd stage. It's seen a few changes from last time. As I've already pointed out, thanks to Fireball, the first obstacle, stage 2, is the wind chimes. It was the 4th obstacle before, but it's been moved back to the first obstacle where it was in tournaments 12 and 13. We hit the beam flipper at 2.1 from tournaments 14 to 27, but it's been taken out. And its predecessor is now back. And there we have the salmon ladder at 2.2. We haven't seen that in a while as well. Got to land the bar and then jump up as it kind of disappears and moves up and make the 8 rungs. And then the ball glider, the only change there is that dismount has been made harder. The platform's been raised. And then it's the new hammer drop. This is a bit of a confusing obstacle. You got to make a big jump to land the little gray bar. Once you land that, it starts a 2-second timer where then the apparatus will swing down. You have to make a corner jump to a lower platform, land that, and then get a jump off and grapple the green platform, ramp up of that, and get through. It's a difficult obstacle, a bit confusing, but you just kind of got to strategize and make all the jumps. And then the seismograph, a lot more simple in the grand scheme. You got to roll those 3 logs down the track, keep yourself under control as it gets steeper. Super launch, jump out the mongoose at the right time, land the island, and then it's the bridge maker at the end. You got those 7 blocks that are your path to the finish line of stage 2. If you hit the buzzer within 1:45, you are on to the 3rd stage.
Honestly, that stage 1 run felt amazing. Last tournament, I went out on the cones, which I didn't put in nearly as much practice as I did for 26. But it feels great to be on stage 2. My big worry on this stage is probably the ball glide.
Honestly, I didn't think I'd be clearing stage 1. I knew it was physically possible. It was just a case of doing it, and now I'm on stage 2. I'm not super confident once again, but whatever happens is a victory at this point.
Oh yeah, for that stage 1 run, I was kind of nervous. I thought I was gonna feel like Roll Canyon again, probably meeting some friends under the water. And then yeah, I don't know how the hell I somehow cleared stage 1. I finally got it clear on a course that isn't, some courses. But yeah, the obstacles I'm nervous about on stage 2, ball glider and probably the 5th obstacle.
Stage 1 felt really good to clear again, especially after the last 2 tournaments where I got so close. Stage 2, this salmon ladder behind me, I'm hoping to at least get to it, beat the first obstacle, which would be a personal best. Whether I actually beat the salmon ladder, that's a completely different story.
Yeah, stage 1 it definitely got better the further I went into it. I was a little sloppy at the start, and then as the further we got into it, the better it got. So yeah, we've done the bare minimum for me, but I would say I'm satisfied, but I won't be happy unless I can get past this stage, because I've failed this stage 2 way too many times. I'm a little worried about this 4th obstacle, but aside from that, I feel pretty good with everything else except the time limit, just trying to go fast enough.
Stage 1 felt great. I mean, didn't have a lot of issues going on. As you can see behind me, it's the ball glider. And the ball glider I have failed 4 times in this course's history, and I'm trying not to make it a 5th. Frankly, I would be okay if I failed before the ball glider, because, it's not the ball glider. But, if I get past it, I'm fairly confident on everything after it. It's just, this is the thing I gotta get through. And if I do it, maybe I can get my 10th stage 3. That would be cool.
Stage 1, I, once again, was kind of surprised I cleared, but at the same time, at this point, I don't know if I should be. But for stage 2, like the 2 changes, the salmon ladder and the new 4th obstacle, kind of concerned about. Also kind of concerned about the time limit. Super launch, which I failed last time, still not really getting any better obstacles, so I wouldn't be surprised if I failed that.
I think the stage 1 was like a little rough. I could have made it a little cleaner, but like a lot of pressure was on it. Like 4 in a row, I wanted that. It was like very scary attempting, of course. I just had to like play it a little safe, and thankfully I was able to make it past that. But now stage 2, the beam flame is gone, which I'm happy because I'm very mixed on it. But the hammer drop right there, I'm worried that I make a dumb mistake on it. So hopefully, if I can get it all together, I can get back to that 3rd stage and get revenge on the Swapwinder.
Well, feels pretty good getting past stage 1 again for my 14th time. I wasn't feeling too confident going to that 1st stage, and I pulled through pretty cleanly. Going into stage 2, there's a new obstacle behind me that's pretty tough, this hammer drop. But I've had a lot of success here on stage 2 recently. I'm going for 4 in a row, my 5th overall. Hopefully I can get the job done.
Beating stage 1 felt pretty good as always. At this point, I expect myself to beat it, but I don't want to put too much pressure on myself to do it. So I'm usually just chilling throughout the run, hoping I do what I have to do. Going into stage 2, I am a bit worried about the new obstacles, specifically the fourth one. I think it's very easy to mess up on. Besides that, I hope I can just beat the second stage and move on to stage 3 and continue my current streak.
Well, going into the first stage, I was very happy with my run. I was obviously that 360 I pulled at the end. I was planning to do that because, you know, have a little fun on the course. Very happy about that. Going into stage 2, very nervous because this stage is all about speed. And even though I was very quick on stage 1 up until the escape wall, I mean, these obstacles are ridiculously hard. And obviously last tournament, I only cleared with 0.4. I'm hoping this time we go a little bit more flawless this time. Hopefully, we'll at least clear with more time this time. If I do clear,
I'd say stage 1 went pretty darn smooth, like a normal Furby run. I feel like I had a decent amount of time, not too many slip-ups, pretty smooth. Coming into stage 2, I'm feeling decently confident. There are a few obstacles where I just gotta settle down, get in a groove, and try not to make a mistake. A lot of moving, rolling obstacles. So we gotta take them slow. I don't think the time is really an issue. Hopefully we can find myself on stage 3 though.
Yeah, so stage 1 felt pretty much a breeze for me. Block Party was changed up a bit, and it felt super smooth compared to what it was in 27. Cleared very fast, and that's what I like to do. But stage 2, I have a little bit more pressure than I normally do because never failed on it. So gonna keep my head up and do my best here.
Being stage 1 is always nice. Can't complain about that. Stage 2, the obstacle behind me, I'm pretty worried about. Forgot what it's called, but it's a difficult obstacle, and time limit's not that lenient either. So I'm really gonna have to push it here. I'm gonna give my best shot, and hopefully I'll be back in stage 3.
All right, here we go. We have 14 left to go here on stage 2. First man up is Shadowrun 132. Again, this is a very diverse field, a lot of mix of experience and success. And Shadowrun, the first of 3 new faces here on stage 2. A bit of a slide there on that 4th wind chime, but quickly through that first obstacle. This time 5 seconds less than the last tournament. Gotta be moving quick. Obviously some changes here, quite a few actually, as he's onto the salmon ladder. First one to try it here since tournament 16. He's up to the 7th. His last one's a little higher, but he gets up and he's onto the ball glider. 77 seconds. Shadowrun keeping it under control. Gonna go for the transfer. He's on the second one. Rolling on down, keeping it under control in the steeper track, and a wrangle. He gets a late wrangle. It was well down, but he gets the jump off. He's the first to try the hammer drop. He lands it. 2-second clock. He goes right up against the support, gets the quarter jump. Now got to grapple the wall. He's done it brilliantly. First person to try it, gets through no problems. He is on to the seismograph. Got to keep it moving, but he's got 42 seconds left. And now Shadowrun up to the second one. Trying to keep going, but he's looking good. Gonna kind of save jump, wrangle it. He's on that third one. Going on down. Oh, he's gonna wrangle. Early dismount. Dangerous. Oh my goodness, that could have been bad, but he gets across. He's got 20 seconds. He's on the super launch. Shadowrun gets it. Oh my, more lag, but he's okay. 13 seconds. This is the bridge maker. Last obstacle. He's got a pretty good path. He's got to go left, right, back to the left, and oh, whiffs, but it's okay. Shadowrun 132. A huge surprise. He is on to the 3rd stage of Tournament 28 of Irish Warrior, and what a breakout run this is for him. Just the Cinderella story, a great tournament for him. It's just going to get even better as he is on to the 3rd stage for his first time. And well done to him. I believe that's his first time on any course. And making a grand entrance with a little dolphin hop onto the platform is Elite MKB. It's been a bit of a long while since he's been here on a stage 2, but it's awesome to see him put it all together on stage 1. We'll see if we can keep it going here on stage 2 as he's onto the wind chimes. He's onto the 4th, going for the dismount. He's through that. Salmon ladder now. He mounts it. That mount is not as easy as it seems. It's a big jump. You gotta nail it. But he gets that, and now working his way up. This is the 6th, the 7th, the 8th. Well done there. Now got to make that dismount, which is not very far, but it is a jump, so it is worth mentioning. But regardless, he's across. And now onto the ball glider. Taking it a little slow, just trying to keep it under control. Elite going for the transfer. He's got it. And now shooting it forward, getting ready for the second track. Elite, save jump, wrangle. He is crossed, but 53 seconds left. He's a little bit down on Shadowrun's pace as he's going for the hammer drop. He mounts it. And now goes a bit early for the corner jump and kind of bounced against that support and almost made it. It was close, but unfortunately it was not close enough for Elite MKB to make the corner. But still a great tournament for Elite, and one he should be very proud of. Hopefully he can build on that going forward, as we now have the last of our new faces here on stage 2. It is Jun Sato Cyan, and he is off for his minute 45. Wind chimes here back at the start of stage 2. It's an interesting start, and he's taking his time here a little bit off this 4th one, but he gets across. It's definitely not anywhere near as long of an obstacle as the beam flipper was, but it is an obstacle that's all about execution. You also just want to have as much time as possible for those later obstacles, so you still want to go fast on it. And Cyan is working his way up the salmon ladder. He gets that last one and gets through that. Now it's the ball glider for Jun Sato Cyan. I'm always confused on whether to call him Jun Sato or what, but he got some crazy wrangles there, and he is on the second ball. Steeper angle. He's going to try and wrangle, get the dismount. Oh, he lands the ball. That is a tough break for Jun. Yep, he is out, and now he's getting ran over by the ball. I tell you why this is such a tough break. The last tournament, if he would have landed the ball there, it actually would have been possible for him to then jump up onto the platform, and he would have been still in bounds. But because that dismount was made tougher, that platform was raised, that's what just took him out. So really, unfortunate circumstance for Jun. Regardless, it is a ball glider fail as we're on to Disappoint. By the time I've said all that, it's already a personal best for Disappoint, as he has failed the beam flipper twice before. Beam flipper goes, and suddenly he's onto the second obstacle, stage 2, but he's on the salmon ladder. He's struggling here a little bit. He's off to the side. He gets bounced by that 5th bar. Couldn't get high enough. And Disappoint fails the salmon ladder. It's a personal best by only one obstacle for Disappoint. He continues to struggle with this stage 2. Unfortunate, but it is a personal best, so it is worth celebrating, and hopefully he can work on this stage and get a little better for next time. As we now have somebody who's been here a lot, has also struggled with this stage, but he has cleared it before. It is Hunter Unit 751. 19th time here on stage 2, and it all starts here with the wind chimes. Oh no! Hunter runs off the second one, can't get a jump off, and the obstacle that took him out in Era 2, he didn't like it then. It comes back at 2.1. He beat it at 2.4 in tournament 26, but he runs off that second wind chime, and just like that, he is out. Horrible break for Hunter Unit. Hate to see that, as we're now on to Petrillo Fam 4. He gets through the wind chimes, no problems, thankfully. Man, hard to believe what just happened to Hunter there. But Petrilla now on the salmon ladder. He just watched Disappoint right before that fail this obstacle. We've gotten one obstacle worse with each of the last 4 runs. Hopefully, well, Petrilla's already ended that train. I mean, it's hard to do worse than Hunter, unfortunately, just because of it's the first obstacle. You can't fail the 0th obstacle. I digress. Petrillo, on the jump that he failed last time, he gets the transfer across on the ball glider. This obstacle that has caused so many problems. He's failed stage 2 only 6 times, 4 at this obstacle, but he gets by today, and now it is the hammer drop. He mounts it, 2 seconds before it drops. He gets the corner around, and now got to grapple the wall. He can't get it! He falls into the water. He touches the blue, and Petrillo Fam 4 misses the end of the hammer drop. As you can see here, he does a good job getting around the corner, timing it right. But then here on this dismount, you need a big jump to then grapple the wall. He jumped maybe a little early. You kind of need a late jump. Get full outward distance so it makes the grapple easier to then cling onto the wall. And Petrillo was not able to pull it off, and he is out there. But now it is Gaming Brando at number 40. Hoping this is the day. Oh, he gets a safe jump on that 4th chime, but he is across. Brando's had so much pain on this stage 2 lately, hoping he can pull it off. It's on the salmon ladder. First time taking on this obstacle. One more jump to go. He's up top. Oh no, he thought he had one more to go, and so he wasted a second or two there, but he still gets through. He's onto the ball glider. This took him out in tournament 26, but he beat it last time. Going for a wrangle. Gets across the second ball. And now, gonna save jump. Oh, going for an early dismount. Oh, it was almost short, but Brando gets across. He's got 55 seconds for the hammer drop. Oh, an interesting mount, kind of a save jump to land it. He gets around the corner there, and now going for the grapple. He just took out Pedro, but Brando will have it, and he's got 41 seconds. He's a little bit down on time. He's got to keep on moving. 34. Brando up to the third log of the seismograph. 24. Oh man, this is going to be close again. We saw Brando fight the clock last time and he did not win, with struggles mounting the mongoose. He gets into it this time, 15 seconds. Brando jumps out, can't get it! Oh no, he is short of the platform. Bit of an unfortunate break there. It looked like he jumped out at a bit of a bad angle and just kind of got pushed down a little bit by the mongoose. Didn't get the full kind of flight through the air that you normally would get. And so Brando goes out there at the super launch for the second tournament in a row. But now it is time for the worker of meme. Fourth appearance here on stage 2, fourth appearance in general. Last time he did break through and get that trip to the third stage. See if he can get to 50-50 here on stage 2. Meme through the first obstacle onto the salmon ladder. And he beat the incline ladder in each of the last 2 tournaments. He failed the Pipes of Wrath, the second obstacle before that, in tournament 25. So an interesting record there on the second obstacle, stage 2, I guess. But he is through that, and now on to the ball glider. Meme rolling down, wrangles, gets onto the second ball. And now shooting it hard, getting it going. Dismount. He's got it. He actually lands that second step. Well done. He's onto the hammer drop. Mounts it with a slide. It's a big jump, like I said, but he gets it. Gets the corner jump around. And now the dismount. Oh, it was a bit of a low grapple there. Could have been close to the water, but he's okay. And now on to the obstacle that took him out in tournament 26, the seismograph. Aim looking good. 30 seconds. Clock should be okay as long as he doesn't make any big mistakes on the bridge maker. But you gotta execute the super launch first. The worker Meme just saw Brando fail this. Meme will land it. 16 seconds for the bridge maker. 3 blocks. Looks like it's in a pretty good little straight line path. Well made and well executed for the worker of Meme. 2 tournaments in a row, we will see Meme on the third stage. 7.31 seconds left. Looked really good that whole time through. Well done by the worker Meme. As we have Elite there kind of making his way across the bridge there that Meme made for him. Interesting, yeah. Elite's been here for a lot of runs. Good to see his support continue even after his run has finished. As we now have number 44 RPG 445 hoping to make it 4 stage 2 clears in a row. First obstacle, wind chimes, no problems for him. He's now on the salmon ladder. This took him out in tournament 16. He actually was the last person to ever fail this before this tournament, and then it got taken out in tournament 17 for the wall climb came back. There's a lead again on the little sidebar up to the ball glider for practice purposes. That's kind of funny. Again, Elite's been in a lot of different runs. Just kind of funny to see. But Rog, now on the ball glider, gets the transfer across. And now rolling down the second track. Looking good, keeping the speed under control, and gets across. And now it's the new hammer drop. Lands it. 2 seconds, and gets around. Gets on that second, the red section. Oh man, low grapple, but he's okay. Rog now on to the seismograph. 44 seconds. Should be enough time, but It's not over until you hit that landmine. Rog looking good. Onto the third. 30 seconds. Rog gets the stopper and gets the dismount. 24 as he gets into the Mongoose for the super launch. Can he land the island? Yes, he can. 15 seconds for the bridge maker. Let's see what tactic he goes for. Oh, he's got a little conglomerate there. He's got 3 all in a row, and he only used the 1. That's perfectly fine. A whiff as well. We saw Shadowrun do that, but doesn't matter. Rog clears with 3.92 seconds left. That was just well executed really the whole way by RPG445, and we'll be seeing him on the 3rd stage for the 4th tournament in a row. Just think about how Rog has turned things around. He used to be so bad at this stage, and then just lately he's finally cracked the code, and it's awesome to see. Well done by Rog. And now we have at number 45, Eternal Flame. There's Elite there for another pre-run. Oh, Elite back again, dropping a sword off for Eternal Flame, trying to give it to Eternal. Eternal will not oblige. That's a tough break for Elite, but yeah, just what I was saying. Elite here for a lot of people. Regardless, Eternal Flame taking on the Wind Chimes and through. Beat the Wind Chimes in each of the last 2 tournaments, no problems. Now beats it as the first obstacle. First time, though, taking on the Salmon Ladder for Eternal Flame. Looking good, though. Now this bigger last jump, no problems. No one's really struggled with that obstacle other than Disappoint, which was a tough break. But now, Eternal taking this aggressive technique, done it before here on the ball glider, gets the transfer, and now speeding it along, going for all these wrangle jumps. It is tricky, but Eternal pulls it off with a lot of time left. Still over a minute as Eternal's on to the hammer drop, going around. No! Can't land it! Oh, I thought Eternal was going to try and dolphin and jump all the way to the platform. Instead, uses the grapple that unfortunately Eternal couldn't utilize, and just goes into the water that way. But man, that's a tough break. Eternal's clear streak on stage 2 ends at that new hammer drop. Just couldn't make that corner jump around. It's a tough jump. You got to time it just right, and unfortunately Eternal couldn't pull it off as we're on to Tricky Cyrus, number 46. Like he said in his pre-run interview, he barely cleared this stage last time, so hoping to have a little bit more room for error in this tournament. Cyrus onto the Salmon Ladder. So far, so good on this, executing all the jumps, except that 7th rung, 1 more to go. The bigger jump, he's up and through. Cyrus onto the ball glider. This obstacle took him out his first 2 times taking on this stage. He beat it for his first time in the last tournament. He gets the transfer. Now, rolling down that 2nd track. Gonna try to wrangle the dismount. And gets through for his 2nd time ever. And now on to the hammer drop. Just watched Eternal Flame fail this. Cyrus gets around the corner. Gonna go for the grapple. Grapple's high on the wall. That's kind of why that black, ugly-looking support is for, to stop you from going too far. But Tricky Cyrus is through. 40 seconds, though. Not the most time. See if Cyrus can finish the deal here. Shooting a lot. It's fine. 30 seconds, though, for still on the 3rd track is not great. Lets it go all the way to the stopper. Takes a second. 20 seconds here for the super launch. This could be close. First things first, gotta land the island. Got it. All right. Gets around. 11 seconds. Slightly more time than last time, but it's still gonna be close. Cyrus got a good little path. First, second. Doesn't use that 3rd block and gets to the buzzer. And Cyrus, with 1.75 seconds left, he's cleared stage 2 in each of the last 2 tournaments with less than 2 seconds left. Just utilizing the time limit to its full potential, full maximum. Yeah, well done there by Tricky Cyrus. On to stage 3 for the 2nd tournament in a row. And now 3 competitors left. It is Fireball now at number 48. Fireball's been on just such an incredible streak, has not failed this stage since all the way back in Era 2 in Tournament 8. Fireball off on the Wind Chimes. And through that, no problems. Now it's the Salmon Ladder. Fireball tried this obstacle a couple times. He's remembering what to do here nicely. Going quick and up top. Well paced through the first two obstacles. Still 80 seconds at the top of the salmon ladder. And now it's the ball glider. Fireball rolling on down. Looking pretty good. Going for the transfer. Got that. Now getting that second ball rolling. Dismount is good. He's onto the hammer drop. Oh no! Fireball doesn't get the mount onto it. Fireball's streak ends. After all these tournaments, Fireball going for 10 stage 3s in a row, and it all ends on the hammer drop. It's a tough mount. I kind of hinted at this earlier, just how difficult every jump on this obstacle is. And Fireball here, you notice he gets a late jump, which cuts his height. You need just the perfect mount onto it. You got to jump right at the edge of the platform, so that way you keep your full distance as well as height. And unfortunately, he jumped too low and couldn't land the support arm. And unfortunately, Fireball out on the new obstacle, and we will not see him on stage 3 for the first time since Tournament 18. Oh man, that's tough, but we have free MMO Direct now. Hoping to go 5 for 5 here on stage 2, but we just saw this stage 2 can take out anyone. It just took out one of the greatest stage 2 competitors of all time. So Free gotta be on his A game here. He's looking good here so far though. Can't do those crazy skips like he could on the beam flipper anymore. I know he was disappointed about that, but still moving with good speed. That's kind of his MO, no pun intended, as he's going for the transfer on the ball glider. A weird jump. I don't know if that was lag or what, but it looked like he jumped super late on that wrangle. And now going for the second wrangle. He'll land that middle step for extra style. And now on to the hammer drop. He just made the jump. Fireball couldn't. Now going for that corner jump. Lands that, going quickly for the grapple. Gets really high. Wow, that was incredible. Free is across, and lots of time still. 48 seconds as he's on the second barrel now. Plenty of time. Just a matter of executing, not making any mistakes, but the time should be well and truly in hand for Free as he goes for the dismount. Well done there. Now the super launch. Can he land that one more time? Yes, he can. He's still got 25 seconds for the bridge maker. In a solid little path, all kind of bunched together. Dismount is a little far, but he gets it in 15.98 seconds left. The first competitor to beat the Klaxon on stage 2, and Free's done it with, by almost 6 seconds. Really well done there by Free. The stage is really just where he shines with his speed, and that was just well done. So we have 5 on to stage 3 now with 1 man left to go. It is Joey Davis. We saw one stage 2 clear streak end today. Joey now with the longest active streak, hoping to keep it rolling. As he is through the wind chimes onto salmon ladder. Wind chimes took out Joey actually in his first time taking on stage 2 all the way back in tournament 8. Hard to believe he's only failed stage 1 once since he first cleared stage 1. But, it's just one of those Joey stats that's kind of incredible at this point. As Joey had no problems with the salmon ladder. It actually was the last obstacle that ever took him out on stage 2 back in tournament 14. But he got through that no problems. Ball glider here for Joey. Looking in control, and he is as he gets that second wrangle jump off the second ball. And now he's onto the hammer drop. He mounts it. Does what Fireball couldn't. Going around, he lands the red. Now going for the grapple. He grappled a little bit low, but he goes way high into the sky and gets through. And he's got 45 seconds for the seismograph as he speeds that barrel along. Gets up onto the second one. 38. Looking okay. Just gotta keep moving here. He's on that third track, the steepest of the bunch. Joey dismount, got it. 25. Super launch is never a guarantee. Joey Davis lands the island again. And 16 seconds left for the bridge maker. He's using his sword now for that third block. Oh, it bounces into the second block. That's going to make that dismount a little bit harder. Backs up a little, but he still gets it. Oh man, he made what could have been a pretty stress-free route. He made it pretty tough by unfortunately hitting that second block. but Joey kept it under control and clears with 5.72 seconds left. And now he'll run in the water and get himself mentally prepared for the third stage. And he will join MMO, the Worker Meme, Shadowrun, the big surprise, Rog, and Cyrus on stage 3. We saw 8 stage 2 fails, all headlined by the new hammer drop, taking out 4 competitors. Man, it was brutal. But now it is the third stage. Very, very few changes since last time, and only 6 competitors here to take it on. We'll see how they take it. All starting with the Discus Mace. This took out Rog last time. Got to climb the 2 towers and then make the 2 big drops. Hit the switch there before going to the 8th. Big jump up to the 9th, and then you have to challenge the Tightrope of Terror. Gets smaller as you go. Really got to keep yourself centered, under control, to roll it all the way down the track and land the bars to then jump up and attempt the Swap Winder. This obstacle again got moved to the 3rd obstacle for this era, and it's been tough. Gotta make your way around all 4 of those supports and make the big transfers and the big dismount. And then it's the only obstacle that's actually been changed on this stage, the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. This obstacle was made significantly harder than the last tournament, and nobody got by it. You gotta make the corner wraps now much tougher than they used to be. That first one there, and then the modification actually comes with this second face. That shin jump, which was so difficult last time, has been made ever so slightly easier. The ledge has been lowered, and then the subsequent 3 ledges have also been lowered, but this actually makes that second crazy jump slightly harder as you're jumping from a lower point. So harder to get the distance and timing correct there. But then that second crazy jump that Joey failed to end the tournament last time. I meant to say corner jump, but you know what I meant. And if you somehow get through all that, you're just 3 obstacles away from the final. And it all starts with the spike wheels. This obstacle did so much damage in tournament 26. Went 1 of 4. Got to jump your way through those 4 wheels. Up, down, up, down. That 4th wheel was so tough. In tournament 26, we'll see if anyone can get there here today. And then it's the scrambled eggs, now with 5 eggs. Make your way through that, and you're on to the new last obstacle of stage 3, debuted in the last tournament, obviously unattempted, the Golden Road. You hit that switch on the side of the platform that lowers the black block. From there, you have just 12 seconds to work your way through those poles and speed your way along and make that big dismount to that final platform before the block comes back up and denies you access to the final stage. Anyone that gets to that final platform will be climbing for total victory.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that stage 2 run was very, very unexpected. I honestly thought I was either gonna fail the super launch or the last, but I'm just happy I'm here, honestly.
Stage 2, I really was nervous getting into it, as a lot of obstacles like the hammer drop I felt like I was inconsistent on, and also the bridge maker I was getting some bad runs, so I was thankfully able to get like good hits on those and make it pass with enough time. Now stage 3, every obstacle here scares me. Like my main goal again, like last time, is to try to get to that cliffhanger. I do really want to try it out.
Man, that stage 2 was tough, but it feels good getting back here for my 4th time in a row, 5th overall. Honestly, I just want to do better than this first obstacle. Like, that last run at that was very rough for me. I just want to get through that, hopefully get back to the cliffhanger, and we'll go from there.
I'm glad that stage 2 run went very calm, very efficient. Didn't have any mistakes on the course, and cleared with more time, so that was very nice. Going into stage 3, obviously, the obstacle behind me, I failed last time. I would like to get further on the obstacle this time. I want to get that second lateral jump, and I know I have the ability to go further than ever before. I could even, maybe, possibly, reach the final stage.
Dude, I was scared of stage 2. I kept flying off that mongoose in practice, so when I got by it in the real thing, I was so happy. But stage 3, I'm still worried about the cliffhanger a bit. It's still pretty tough, like last time, but I'm hoping to actually get by it.
Beating stage 2, it's always nice as well. Stage 3, it's really just, it feels like the swap winder and the cliffhanger for me. It's the hardest 2 obstacles, and think if I beat the cliffhanger, I have a good chance at getting to the 6th final, but I'm gonna give it my best shot.
All right, here we go. 6 competitors here for the 3rd stage of Tournament 28 of Irish Warrior. It was a tough stage 2, but these 6 are here now for the 3rd stage. First to go, Shadowrun, hoping to keep this Cinderella tournament rolling. 7 obstacles, no time limit. He went for a safe jump and hit his head on the next one up there on that 3rd one. But thankfully he's now up to the 5th. And the 6th going quickly for the 7th one. Save jump, can't come back to the discus. And Shadowrun's amazing tournament comes to an end so quick on just the first obstacle. Couldn't land the save jump. Kind of jumped into the pole there on that first downward jump. And unfortunately, that's how fast it can end. But again, Shadow should be so proud, and hopefully he can build on that going forward. As we now have the Worker of Meme, number 43. We'll see how he handles his 2nd Stage 3 appearance. He did fail the swap winder last time, hoping to do better. He's so desperate to get to the cliffhanger, but 3 tough obstacles to get through to get there. This is the jump. Just took out Shadowrun. Meme lands it. He's going to hit the switch, lower the block, and now this is the jump that took out Rog last time. Oh my goodness, whoa, what's he doing? Wow, how is he still in? He somehow, that's hard to, he just somehow landed it and save jumped around the pole and brought himself back in. I don't think that was intentional. And Meme somehow stays on. That was crazy. But now Meme's got to stay focused on the tightrope. Oh man, that was one of the crazier things I've seen in a while. For him to actually handle that and save it with the pressure of the run. I'm not sure how he pulled that off. I mean, it's not like a crazy difficult jump or anything, but the jump awareness to keep the run alive, that was impressive. Now Meme taking it slow and steady here on the tightrope. You really got to keep that center crease right down the center of the track as this thing gets so narrow at the end. Got a leap there on another practice little ramp watching. That's kind of funny. In the distance, but yeah, he's rooting on the Worker Meme here as he's trying to keep it as straight as possible. He's about halfway through this obstacle. Unfortunately for him, he's still got the hardest section to go. He's letting it go a little bit here to the right. Gotta keep it under control. Oh man, he's fighting it now. It's kind of on the left side now. Meme, gotta hang in there. Looks like he's okay now, maybe a little bit on the right. But he's okay, taking his time. He's playing it a little dangerous, but just trying to keep it under control under any means necessary. It's almost at a dead stop right now. But Meme, it's getting closer and closer to the end. Looks like he's going to look for the dismount, and he gets it. Wow. That was an adventure in itself on that tightrope. This has been such a crazy start to this run. The first 2 obstacles were nothing short of ugly, a little bit problematic, but he pulled through. And now the swap winder. He gets the 2nd one. Gets around the 2nd corner. These corners get bigger as you go. The support walls get tougher to get around. He barely gets that crazy jump to the 3rd. And now he's on the back side of the 3rd one. Gonna take his time to set up each of these big jumps. He's to the 4th. Meme jumps around. Got it. Now this is the jump that took out Eternal Flame last time. This is a big dismount. Meme has it. It's officially a personal best for the Worker of Meme. And he will get his wish. He will get to take on the cliffhanger. Shooting at the crowd. Taking in the moment. Understandable. Meme has been through a bit of a war here to start this stage. Now, Meme hoping to pull it all off here on the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. Makes that first lateral jump, first upward jumps. He is up. And now the drop down to the 4th ledge. Oh, he's going to go right for the 5th, up to the 6th. That's a little adventurous, but he pulls it off. And now, got to time it up here on the first moving ledge. First crazy jump. Meme lands it. Nicely done. And now... Oh, what's he doing here? Looks like he's shooting at the wall. He might be making a little line here to see where to jump from. Interesting technique. Meme goes for it and gets around the corner. All right, whatever floats your boat, that's an interesting one, but it works out for Meme. And now, this is the big jump. It was made slightly easier from the super difficult version last time. Still tough. Meme gets a save jump and lands it. And now he's on the 2 upward jumps. That jump took out Free last time he makes it. This jump took out Cyrus, and it takes out the worker Meme here in Tournament 28. And just such a great tournament. Personal best for the worker Meme, but it all comes to an end on that second upward jump. Just jump maybe a little bit too far straight up in the air. You got to have the perfect balance of distance and height, and unfortunately he couldn't pull it off. But again, great tournament, and now we have RPG 445. First things first here for Rog. He's got to get by this discus maze. He saw Shadowrun fail it earlier. He's seen Meme beat it, but he does not want to duplicate his unfortunate end to the last tournament. He's up to the 6th, and now the first drop. Beat this last time. Shadowrun failed it. Save jumps. He lands it. Keep in mind, he did beat this obstacle in Tournament 26, so Rog knows what he needs to do. Going for the second drop. The jump that he failed last time, he gets it this time. Now the big jump up to finish. He is there. It's not an official clear until he's on the ball, but that jump's not super difficult to make by any circumstance. And so Rog, officially better than last time at least, but he's on to the tightrope of terror for his first time. Just trying to keep in a good rhythm here. He had a similar obstacle to this back in the old days of Spartan Sasuke. I believe it was like Era 2 or Era 3 on his course. But regardless, just got to keep it under control. These balls on Halo Infinite definitely are a lot harder to move than they were on Halo 5, so a lot more of, shooting power, just trying to shoot it in the right spot to keep it moving the way you want. And Rog's doing that right now, keeping that crease right on the support. Might be fighting it a little bit here, but it seems like he's okay. Just got to keep going in that straight line, and he's coming up to the end of the track much faster than Meme, and he is done with that obstacle. And now these 2 upward jumps. All right, he's officially to the start of the swap winder. Rog failed this in Tournament 26. Gets the first corner around. He's going to use that left side. I don't know Rog's handiness, but he does seem to prefer to the left sides on a lot of these jumps like this. He's now going forward. The second one gets around. Setting up the jump to the third. He's got it. Save jump. That's fine. Third one gets around the corner. One more crazy jump to the fourth. He's got it. One more corner jump. Yep. Now the dismount. Rog goes for it. He's gotten it. He's beaten the swap winder for his first time. Only the second time in 5 stage 3 attempts he will get to try the cliffhanger. RPG 445. See if he can pull this off. First jump out. Got that. First jump up. Got that. Drop down to the 4th. Save jumps it. Taking this a lot more cautious than the worker Meme did on this first side. Perfectly fine. I mean, again, Meme decided to speedrun it for whatever reason. I guess that's what he felt confident with. But now Rog getting ready here for the first moving ledge. 4-second window. Got to time it right. Rog does so. And now walking his way around, getting ready for the corner. Goes for it. Save jump. He is good. RPG 445. Lands the slanted ledge. This is the Shin cliffhanger jump. New to this Ultra Giga cliffhanger. Again, he failed the Giga cliffhanger in Tournament 25. Rog going for the big jump. Save jump. He's good. He had a jump similar to that on the old Lunatic cliffhanger that just got retired. But well done to Rog. And now he's on to these 2 upward jumps. He makes the first one. This is the jump that Meme just failed, but he is up the second one. Well done. Now this drop down. Rog lands it. And now it's the second crazy jump. This jump is so tough. Got to time it just right. Get the distance right. Rog goes for it. Comes up short. Oh, no. Rog, such a great tournament, but unfortunately that jump is so tough to make. Got to time it just right, and Rog was unable to do it. As we look at this again here, just looks like he might have jumped. He could have backed up a little bit more against the wall, I think, and could have had a little bit more momentum. He also slightly mistimes it. It starts going up right as he's about to hit the ledge. So maybe a slight mistime, maybe a little bit more momentum were the two things he needed to get by. But regardless, great tournament for Rog, and well done to him. And now we have number 46. It is Tricky Cyrus. Tricky working his way up here on the tower portion. He's up to the 6th, going quickly for the 7th. That technique did not work for Shadowrun, and a bit of an important save jump needed there, a crazy save jump on that 7th one, but he gets the 8th as well. And now jumping up to the 9th. Cyrus looks like he's resetting the discus, the switch on the discus maze. He's resetting the tightrope of terror. And now he's working his way across here. Cyrus looking good. Just trying to keep it under control. He did say how much he would love to make a push for the final stage of this tournament, but just gotta keep focused on one obstacle at a time. It's been a problem he's had in the past. He tends to look way too far ahead, but it's worked out the last couple of tournaments. He's finally figured out the formula to get to stage 3. Now does he have the formula to actually beat this stage? He's into the red section. It's maybe going a little left on him, but actually it looks like he's okay. Just trying to keep it right down the middle. Dismount. Yep, he's on to the first pole. Oh man, he did this last time. This is so anxious to watch. Like, he's setting up this jump. They're not the hardest jumps. Okay, thank goodness. He's made both of those upward pole jumps to get onto the swap winder. Oh man, that is a little anxiety inducing. But regardless, he makes the first corner jump around. And now taking his time. He's like almost resting up against the pole here. One way to do it, I mean, the only rest time limits are on the actual platforms themselves. So technically he could sit there as long as he wants, but it would make the video even longer. So that would be a bit of an unfortunate circumstance. But he makes the second corner around. Now setting up for this crazy jump to the 3rd. Oh, a bit of lag, but he's okay. And going quickly for that 3rd one round. He's good. Really just trying to be as far back against the backside of the supports as possible to make these jumps. A bit of lag there as well as he lands the 4th and makes it. And now, one jump left to go. Going for the dismount. He gets it. Tricky Cyrus is back to the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger. He would love to get by this. Here he goes. First lateral jump. Got that. Upward jump is good. The drop. He's going to save jump on that 4th ledge. And now the first crazy jump, not super far, but you still got to be focused on it, and he gets that. Now he's on the first slant, getting ready for the first crazy jump. He's going to let it go one more cycle. That's perfectly fine. Cyrus goes for it. Oh, man, he went maybe a little late, but he's still fine. And now first corner, he goes a little early, but he still gets that. Cyrus with some weird timing here, but he's doing what he feels is right, I guess, as he's now onto the slant, getting ready for this big jump. Going for it. Coming up short! Oh no! Cyrus beat that in the last tournament, but unfortunately, it was only nerfed ever so slightly, and Cyrus just didn't have enough momentum to make it. He was able to dolphin hop all the way across back to the platform, but that is unfortunate. Tricky Cyrus down on the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger for the 2nd tournament in a row. And now we're down to 2. First to go will be Free MMO Direct. He's been so good on stage 3s up until the last tournament. where just kind of a bit of a mental error failing the first upward jump on that second face after beating that crazy shin jump that's so tough to make. Oh man, an interesting save jump there, but he's okay. And now going for the second drop, another bit of a kick out save jump, but he's okay. And he's now onto the ball for the tightrope of terror. Oh man, Free is going fast here. Whoa! He is absolutely motoring down this path, keeping it pretty straight too, but he's just firing at will. I mean, every shot can, lead you astray, but Free is looking good. Like, this is impressive that he's going with this much pace. Just got to keep it focused here at the end of this red section, going for the pole, and he gets it. Free with an absolute speed run of the tightrope of terror. Again, that's what he's comfortable with. It's not really what I would recommend, but Free is just a man of speed. And as he's now going quick here on the swap winder as well. He's already did the third one, gets the third corner round, going for the fourth, lands it, going around, got it. Just the dismount left, and Free is through the first three obstacles in pretty much record time compared to our last few competitors. But he's now seen 3 competitors in a row before him fail the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger, and this is the obstacle he wants to beat. He beat it in Tournament 26, but this iteration of the Cliffhanger, since it was changed in the last tournament, has been undefeated. Free up to the third, drop into the fourth, going quickly for the fifth, up to the sixth. He did what Meme did. And now, setting up the first moving ledge. Goes for it, lands it. Now working his way around. Going for the corner, got it. Got to jump onto the angled ledge. He's got that. And now this big jump just took out Tricky Cyrus. Free. Save jump, he's good. This is the jump he failed last time. Gets it today. And now this second jump is even tougher. He's got that. Free. Dropping down. And this is the second crazy jump. This is the one that just took out Rog. Free, taking a second to compose himself. He's going to run into the wall. Go for it. He lands it. He didn't time it perfect, but it's still fine. He had plenty of momentum. Well done. Now going for the second corner. Joey couldn't beat it last time, but Free has. And Free has defeated the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger for the second time. Well done to him. He's back to the Tournament 26 nemesis, the spike wheels. He failed right at the end. He failed basically the last jump on this obstacle, but he's going quickly here. He's on the second set already, working his way up, and he's made that big upward jump. Those jumps are identical. The last 2 wheels are identical to the first 2, so he's made all the jumps. Now he's just got to duplicate it. He's onto the fourth with that big drop. As he's down. Free. Oh no! He's failed seemingly a nothing jump. Like, that's not one of the jumps I would have thought Free would have failed. He's failed 2 jumps earlier than he failed in Tournament 26. I can't believe it. I don't know if this was a lack of focus or what just happened, but Free is out on the spike wheels again. Let's take a look at this as he jumps. He almost jumps too far out. He tried to jump away from the pole and just didn't have himself angled correctly and just completely whiffed. That is unfortunate. Another really solid tournament for Free, but man, did not see him failing like that. And we are on to the last man standing. It is Joey Davis. Joey trying to add on to his record number of final stages here. He knows he can do it. He's just got to execute. Gets the first drop. Lowering the block. Going for the second one. He's got that. And he is through the discus maze. He's got to feel good every time he gets through that. And it looks like he's going a little bit more for a fast approach across this tightrope as well. Again, it's just whatever pace you're comfortable with as long as you keep it centered. Joey looking really good. He's into the red section. This might be actually faster than Free, and he is doing it with absolutely no struggles. Going for the dismount a little early. That was well done. Joey Davis onto the swap winder. He was worried about this. He's failed it a couple times before when it was at the last spot in Stage 3, tournaments 21 and 24. But he's definitely gotten a lot better at this obstacle since then, but it's still tough. He's on to the third. Jumps around. Save jump there, just to be sure. Going for the fourth. Corner jump around. Just the dismount. Joey Davis is across. Back to the Ultra Giga Cliffhanger is Joey Davis. He prides himself on being so good at cliffhangers. He hated failing the cliffhanger last time. He'd love to get by, just like Free did. He's at the first moving ledge. Taking his time. Timing it up. Going for it. He's got it. Now the first corner. Joey. Save jump. He's good. Jumping onto the slant. Alright. This big slant jump. He runs off the ledge. He doesn't get a jump off, and the tournament ends. Joey Davis does worse than last time on the cliffhanger. That is so unfortunate. He sets up high on the ledge trying to get a late jump for that, but unfortunately he just runs right off. Just tried to jump a little bit too late, and the jump didn't register, and he just runs, unfortunately, off right into the water. That is an unfortunate way to end the tournament. We saw 50 competitors here again. We saw a lot of success on Stage 1, 14 clears, but a really tough Stage 2, only 6 getting by. And this cliffhanger continues to be brutal. Only Free got by, and an unfortunate mistake by Free. It's first place for him, but getting to Stage 3 has really fought back since Joey made the final in 26. The question is, can somebody get back to the final stage and maybe win the next tournament? We'll find out real soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Irish Warrior.